Hi guys, thanks for joining me again on this journey of awareness, this journey of being a better version of ourselves. In the last video, we talked about forgiveness. Okay, now that you've forgiven people, you've forgiven yourself, that's a great giant leap ahead. Now what? You're ready to love yourself more, right? Yeah? So what do we do? Well, there's a question that's often asked. Yeah, and there's a question that maybe we don't ask it out. It's at the back of our mind. What's the difference between self-love and selfishness? Well, in a nutshell, selfishness is about just thinking of oneself without any consideration for anybody else. You know what I mean, right? Here's the thing. We've been taught to be of service to other people. We've been taught to make other people happy. Yeah, we've been taught that to live in a community, we need to consider others, right? And to consider others, we need to think of them. All right. Yeah. So that kind of challenges us when we want to think about self-love. When we want to talk about self-love. Now, when somebody says they love you, okay, we're going to go into why self-love is important, why self-love works, okay? Self-love is loving yourself and also loving the people around you. Yeah, the people that you care about, the people that are important in your life. Okay, that's self-love. Now, when somebody says they love you, okay, when somebody says they love you, where does the emotion come from? It comes from inside here, right? It comes from the heart. It comes from what we understand as love. All right. So if a person says that they love you very much, maybe your spouse or your child or your parent or your sibling or a very good friend, yeah, they say that they love you very much. How do you know how much? Right? Do you actually feel the love from that person? Well, indirectly you do, yeah, because you will never know how much, because your understanding of love is within you. It is your understanding of how much love there is. All right. So, okay, let me just give you an example. If I were to ask you a mathematical equation, something that's really complex, let's say like 6,328 multiplied by 87,582. Maybe there are people out there who can answer that immediately. However, most of us cannot, right? Because we don't know. And we need to get a calculator to press the numbers there to get the answer out. Okay, when we first ask that, we just don't know. So what I want to share with you is this. When somebody says that they love you, we can't tell how much, because our understanding of love is just within us. It's just what we understand of love. Our understanding, yeah? So when the person says they love you, there's this feeling that comes from inside, this warm, beautiful feeling, this cared about feeling, this treasured feeling that comes from inside. And that feeling is the understanding that we have of love. Yeah, and that person may even love you more than you love yourself. However, you won't be able to feel it. You won't be able to feel how much that person loves you, because your understanding of love is within you. It's your understanding. Yeah. So what happens is this. We need to find out, or we need to understand the love that we have inside. What we know of love. All right, what we know of love for ourselves. Now, when we prioritize ourselves, what happens? We place ourselves as of importance, right? We consider ourselves important enough so that we can consider other people we care about, important enough also. How can we consider other people important when we don't even consider ourselves important? How can we save anybody else when we can't even save ourselves? Yeah, the oxygen mask theory in the aeroplane there, the safety briefing that the flight attendant gives you. When the oxygen mask drops down from the ceiling above, from where you're sitting, from the cabin there, who do you put the mask on first? You put it on yourself first, right? Because if you've passed out, how can you help anybody else? The same theory applies here. You need to be able to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anybody else, right? So if you're unhappy, if there are things in your life that's not going on, right for you, there are things in your life that you need to fix. If you don't fix it, How can you help anybody else to fix anything? All right. So remember that when you love yourself, when you prioritize yourself, it's not selfish. Yeah, it is the big picture we're talking about. The big picture of when you love yourself, you're loving others. You're putting yourself in priority. Okay. Now, if you changed, if you change that to the person who's telling you they love you, do you think that the person wants you to prioritize yourself as well? Of course they do. They care for you. They want you to care for yourself. It's the same way. Yeah. We are naturally hard on ourselves because we, are hardest on ourselves when we compare to anybody else. All right. Now I want you to be kind to yourself, to love yourself, to understand that you are who you are, to accept yourself for who you are, and to love yourself for being who you are. That's most important, right? So when you do that, you're moving forward. Yeah. When you're happier, when you're calmer, when you're more contented, what happens? The people around you. What happens to the people around you? You know that answer, right? So take care of yourself, love yourself, practice self-love. Now, how do you practice self-love? Well, through all the videos that we went through before. Practice your affirmations, yeah. Practice your journaling, practice your meditation. Look inside, because that's where all the answers are. A lot of people spend their whole life searching for answers outside, searching for answers all over the world. They travel everywhere, attend so many help, so many courses that they believe that can help them, yeah, without looking inside. So look inside. That's where your answers are. That's where you'll find your wisdom. That's where you'll find your love. All right. So look inside. Thanks for joining me again on this journey of being a better version of ourselves and self-love. All right. Remember that. Love yourself. You are important. Okay. You are important. All right. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you in the next video of being a better version of ourselves. Bye guys. Take care.